Welcome to the season of the stick here in Vermont. It is currently November 10th, so the foliage is long gone, and we're left here waiting for the impending winter. As some of you may know, my name is Eric Hill. I'm the technical director here at the Frank Suchomel Memorial Arts Center and QuarryWorks Theater up the hill. As part of our 30 days of art, heart, and community fundraising for the month of November in 2024, I'm here to give you a behind-the-scenes look at what goes on once the lights have dimmed, once the curtains have closed, and once our buildings and our grounds go to sleep for the winter. Because although we may be in slumber mode, there's still much work to be done. Here at the Frank Suchomel Memorial Arts Center, I'm about to disassemble, take down, and put away all of the technology that we've used throughout the year to bring the concerts and the live streams to a global audience. So won't you come with me and check it out? Here we are inside the Art Center. It's quite cold in here, but we found over the years that it is better for the health and longevity of our piano back there if we let it adjust to the seasons naturally. And in leaving it to the natural swings in temperature and humidity throughout the winter season, by the time we come back here in the spring, there's not a whole lot of extra work that our piano tuner needs to do to bring this back into shape for the next season's musical concerts. Now, my order of business here in breaking things down in order to really put this facility to bed is just a matter of taking down what equipment we have in place that normally stays throughout the year. I'm not going to be taking all of it down, but I'll at least show you what it is we're working with. A core component of our live streams is, of course, our camera system. And what we use here is a pair of Canon camcorders, and I run these cameras out via HDMI into a live stream computer, and that's how we're able to broadcast our shows live to a global audience. We have one camera house left and one camera house right. They are identical systems, which does help when it comes to color grading and things of that nature. But for what it is we do here, they do the job and the price was right. As part of our overall sound system, we have two CAD pencil condenser microphones here in an XY pattern. They're complemented by two rafter-mounted pencil condensers in house left and house right formation as well to give a wide stereo image to our audio. And our view from the stage here, you can see the four lights that we use to add a little color and a little ambience to the productions. They're small, but they do the job. In terms of the technical equipment we make use of, we have an old Asus laptop here that was our original lighting computer up at the QuarryWorks Theater, but we have since outgrown due to the technical demands of the theater space up there. And then we've also got our Wi-Fi system and assorted other cabling and audio equipment, including a power conditioner and a stereo amplifier for pre-show music and stuff like that. It may not be much, but this is where I typically sit for the shows. And with the microphone system and everything in place, I'd be hard-pressed to say that I have the best seat in the house. Admittedly, there's not a lot to see, but with our tour complete, it's now time for me to get to work taking these cameras down. It's a simple operation. We just unplug the power, unplug the HDMI, close things up, and being careful not to drop anything, remove the camera. It's easy as that. You may be wondering, aren't you going to take the wiring down? No, I'm not. To make things easier on myself, when we're setting up next spring, the wiring was installed in the way that we're going to leave it in place. So our power connector, our HDMI, they're going to stay, and they'll be fine. They'll survive the winter without any issue. But our cameras, on the other hand, they're a bit more delicate, and we're going to bring these home, and we're going to keep them safe and warm throughout the winter. And that's it. There's not a whole lot to strike because a lot of this lives here throughout the season, but I thought it might be interesting for you to have a little sneak peek behind the scenes as to what goes on here at the Frank Suchomel Memorial Arts Center. And if you're curious, I'll revisit you in the spring and show you just what it's like to set up for our first production. And as we continue on through the 30 days of this art, heart, and community fundraising effort here at the Frank Suchomel Memorial Arts Center and QuarryWorks, I hope you consider making a donation to help keep our organization going. It's a time of giving thanks, and it's a time of giving. And we're so thankful for you and for all that you've given to us over this past season, to all of our past seasons, and to everything that's yet to come. Thank you so much. We'll see you next season.